Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad, an ad for jeans, in which she makes a pun about jeans. Hey, good jeans, get it? I cannot believe that here we are in 2025 and it's causing this much controversy because, quite frankly, the people that are going after her, one, are completely and totally deranged, which isn't really a surprise. But the level of backlash and conversation that this has received is truly insane. It's unfathomable that you have a hot female actress go out and be a representation for marketing your ad campaign, where she's wearing jeans and makes a really simple joke about jeans. And that has turned into an entire conversation about racism and eugenics and Nazi dog whistling. Lunatic leftists blast Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle jeans ad as Nazi propaganda. And just as a reminder, here's the crazy, insane dog whistling, the propaganda, which, by the way, if you do want to say that and be like Sydney Sweeney's a Nazi, I think that's the wrong tactic to take. Because I think all of a sudden you're going to see a lot of people being like, oh, well, maybe I'll get into that, if that's the tactic that you actually want to go with. And by the way, it's worked out pretty well for American Eagle. $400 million in market cap in just one day of this ad. Their stock price shot up big time. But let's watch what's so terrible.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
My body's composition is determined by my genes. Hey, eyes up here.
This is it. These are the things. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. It's a gene joke while you're selling jeans. And this is what this has resulted in. American Eagle's good jeans ad with Sydney Sweeney sparks a debate on race and beauty standards. Yes, I know, it's shocking. But you are allowed to have white people market things. It's okay to have a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, big-titted bombshell market your clothing. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, despite what a handful of degenerate, weirdo, fucking freaks out there are trying to convince everyone of. Sydney Sweeney's new campaign draws fire for racial undertones. And then maybe like the craziest article of all from MSNBC. Sydney Sweeney's ad shows an unbridled cultural shift toward whiteness. Advertisements are always mirrors of society, and sometimes what they reflect is ugly and startling. This is a real article on MSNBC, and here's one of the little snippets from it. The internet has been quick to condemn the advertisement as non-inclusive at best and overtly promoting white supremacy and Nazi propaganda at worst. These are actual conversations that the media is pushing out there right now. Look, I thought for sure that we were going to have freaks like this, fat cows who got very upset because, well, it's not a very good thing for beauty standards. It's traditional beauty standards. That's not okay. I thought we were going to have heifers that got really mad about it. I expected that. The level that this has gone to is insane. But let's listen to what I'm sure. Look, this person looks like they're full of wisdom and also sugar and probably butter as well. But let's see trans flag in the background or whatever this is. Let's see if they have anything to say.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
I have a question for you, fat cow. I think that's her. I think that's her TikTok handle. I'm not insulting her, just for the record. I think that's her TikTok handle, fat cow. I want to know, if you had replaced Sydney Sweeney with a fat black trans woman and said the same exact thing about good genes, would you be calling it fascist propaganda? Would there be anything wrong with that? Would there be anything inherently wrong with a fat black trans woman saying the exact same things. I'm going to take a guess and say that you wouldn't have a problem with that. But you're mad because this joke that was made, a joke about jeans to sell jeans. Oh my gosh, I know, imagine it. You're mad because she's white, blonde hair, blue-eyed, white person. I don't know if you know this, but we're here in America. And despite popular belief, there's still a lot of white people here. I think it's okay for them to be in advertisements too. Going back to this article, it's like non-inclusive at best. Does that mean, so because it's a white person, it's non-inclusive? Because you have one single ad campaign that you run that features a white person, that's non-inclusive. Does every ad campaign have to be a black person? Are those the rules? Let's see what this person, man, septum rings, a common theme here. Common theme with the septum rings. Let's see what this, I don't know, theologist, professor, scientist, I don't know who they are. Let's see what they have to say.
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it. That's Nazi propaganda. Wow. I thought it was going to be like kind of bad. That's going to be in history book.
This is going to be in history books? What, the day that fucking weirdos had a meltdown because a white person appeared in an ad? I fucking hope not, but maybe it will be. What about this person? This person got really in their feelings about it. Very much in their feelings. And to set this up, it says, it's so disheartening. So they had made a video before, right? These this trend of, TikTok videos where people are just laying in unflattering angles on their fucking couch and the rest of their house probably looks like shit or whatever. They're probably on food stamps. Who fucking knows? But this is what apparently a reply to the previous video. It's disheartening. I really don't think they truly want to get it. I saw that Sydney Sweeney stuff today and I got tired.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not going to believe us until we're hung out there. But then even then, I feel like they'll be like, oh, no. Kind of like they are with. I see the same.
This person has been crying. Like, they look like they've been crying. How weak are you? Holy shit. There's another replying to someone who says, I'm numb at this point. I can't even be angry or sad anymore. I'm irritated. No one will do anything. And the most we'll get is fake apologies in comment sections while they continue to show I don't know what that says.
Same perpetual self-imposed victimhood. I did a post about saying, hey, like, these are the action steps that we really need to see from the good whites. Where I said, I need protection. Put my cash out. And she goes, well, would you just rather?
All right. We need to rewind this shit for a second. The good whites, man, I need the good blacks to help me out. I got a lot of good blacks that are subscribed to this channel. I appreciate the good blacks. This good blacks, you got to step up a little bit, right? You're saying how wild that sounds? Thank you to the black people that are subscribed. But then they say that white people are undergoing perpetual victimhood. And then one sentence later says that I need protection because I'm not white. And I send my Cash App. I want you to pay me because I'm not safe because I'm a minority. In what fucking world do you live in, bitch?
White women just not follow you at all anymore because and I'm like, yeah, definitely unfollow me. If you thought you being here and clicking a follow button was doing me a favor, same as that one guy, whatever his name was, descendant of the oppressor. He's like, well, Lindsay still does a good job and I appreciate her work and labor, so I'm going to still follow her. No, definitely unfollow me. If you are any type of person, but especially a white woman who's coming to this platform thinking you're doing me a favor by clicking a follow button, leave now. Immediately now. Because honey boo boo, not this person, I'm doing you a favor by showing up and calling you out.
Bro, the meltdowns are nuts over this. And just as a reminder, This is about an ad for blue jeans. An ad for blue jeans in which they make a jean-related pun. Sydney Sweeney has good jeans. And that has caused people to accuse her of being a Nazi, of this being Nazi propaganda. We really have to make sure that we don't show any white people, blonde hair and blue-eyed, when doing anything here in America now, right? Despite the amount of people like that do live here. We got to make sure to protect. We got to protect the weak, fragile minorities. I think that's what we have to do. This is nuts. This is insane. And the best part about this so far is that we have heard nothing from Sydney Sweeney, nothing from American Eagle, no indication that they're going to bend the knee or apologize or anything like that. They're probably very happy with it because not all attention is good attention. You can have a lot of attention, could go very, very poorly. But these things that are being completely blown out of proportion, it is very small compared to the number of people that saw this ad and they're like, hey, that's pretty cool. I haven't even thought about American Eagle in a while. Maybe I'll go check it out. Stock price shoots through the fucking roof to the moon. Don't apologize. Don't bend the knee. Now, also, I would say there are a lot of people out there that are trying to make Sydney Sweeney into this like conservative icon. I'd be very careful with that too. She really doesn't talk about that shit. She doesn't talk about politics. And I think that's a great thing for an actress to do. But a lot of people might now be assuming that she's something she's not just because she's willing to go out there, use her assets, and promote companies by doing traditionally attractive things. So the Sydney Sweeney controversy is absolutely insane. And all of these people deserve to get made fun of, quite frankly. These people that are freaking out about it, they deserve every single comment that they get because they are insane.